Hello and welcome to the neo42 tutorials. Video 6, Product Automation for Intune in the Application Package Depot.
When creating the Intune bridge, you can select two optional pipelines. These pipelines are used for the test phase of an application and the subsequent production launch of the same application. They are optional as they require further configuration. The configuration is now demonstrated. Switch to the configuration of the pipeline for the test phase. In the first step, the pipeline checks whether new applications are available. If this is the case, it checks whether an older application is still in the test phase, in which case this application would not be downloaded. This is also the first task that needs to be edited. It must now be decided to which group the respective application should be assigned. The concept is that there are three different groups for each application: one for the test phase, for the productive installation, and for the uninstallation. This is immediately considered for the Firefox version in the Intune tenant. So that a separate pipeline is not required for each application, the corresponding variables are used here, which are filled later when the product automation is created. In this step, the variable for the test phase is assigned. It is checked whether the group that is to be used for testing is assigned to an application. If this is the case, this task is not continued. If no application is currently being tested, the software package is downloaded, extracted, the configuration is adjusted, and added to your Intune tenant. In the deployment task for Intune, make sure that the item Add Downgrade Detection is selected. Here it is now possible to work with group nesting. If the same application is assigned to a computer in different versions, the latest version always wins through this downgrade detection, and there is no ping-pong installation between the versions. In the next step, the respective test group that is to be used to test the application must be assigned. To do this, simply select the phase variable item and assign the variable to the test group. The uninstall group can now be assigned directly in the next task. The phase variable is also selected here, and the uninstall group is added. After the uninstall group has been added, the assignment type must be changed to uninstall. In the next task, you can configure how long the test phase should last. At the end of the test phase, the productive assignment of the respective application takes place first. The test period can now be defined using the scheduler stored here. The default setting is 7 days, which can be adapted to individual requirements. In this case, a test period of 1 minute is selected in order to be able to demonstrate the respective process exactly. In addition, corresponding variables are used within the pipelines. Since only the one variable is automatically transferred to a subsequent pipeline, the respective phase variables that are used must now also be transferred. The string required for this can be found in the video description, so that it can simply be transferred to the subsequent pipeline using copy-paste. The configuration of the first pipeline is now complete and can be saved. Then switch directly to the configuration of the subsequent pipeline, which switches the software into production. First, ensure that the test group is removed from the software package. To do this, Intune Remove Group Assignment is selected. The respective Intune package ID and the corresponding transferred test group are selected. To prevent all groups from being removed from the application, the slider must now be deactivated again so that only the test group is removed from the application. In the next step, the productive assignment is made. To do this, the respective package ID is selected again, as well as the corresponding group. In the last task, it is now possible to remove old versions of the respective software so that a tidy Intune tenant is always available. For this to work, a phase variable must first be filled again, namely the Smart Update Package GUID, with the number of versions that are to be kept. In this example, 2 applications are kept. After this pipeline has also been saved, it is possible to switch to the Package Services area in order to create the first product automation there. To do this, the Add area is selected, and the respective version to be used for the product automation is searched for. In this case, Firefox version x64 is selected. After confirming with Next, the Intune bridge is selected and confirmed again with Next. The pipeline that has just been configured is then used, confirmed again, and it is determined how often it is checked whether a new software version is installed. For the variables, make sure that the previously used variables are found with the corresponding values. These values can be found in the Intune tenant, where they can simply be copied and pasted into the variables at the appropriate position. After the variables have been filled, the configuration can be saved. The preceding character now makes it clear that a newer version is available that is not yet used in the Intune tenant. To test the configuration, the pipeline run is started manually. The pipeline is executed in the background, and the result is immediately checked in Intune. The test period has started. In the Intune console under Apps, Windows Apps, the corresponding current version is now added. There you can see that the test group and the uninstall group have been assigned. In addition, the go-live of the respective applications was scheduled in the product automation. After the defined test period has expired, this application is switched to production. The productive activation of the respective applications is now complete. When viewing in Intune and refreshing the page, the test assignment becomes the productive application. This means that all computers in the environment automatically receive the new software version. The product automation for Firefox is complete, and further applications can be added.
If you have any questions about the Application Package Depot, please contact us or visit our Neo42 community. Please find the link to the community in the video description.